Very fresh.
Good evening. I call this meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for joining us this evening. Please be advised in the event of a fire emergency, an alarm will sound. Please note all emergency exits and evacuate well away from the building. At this time, we request everyone please turn your cell phones to silence. Thank you for your cooperation. We are going to start with additions, deletions, and changes to the agenda.
Yes, under Personnel 12, we'll be adding appointment of curriculum leaders. For those, that's the terminology we use in Caledonia University, there's department chairs.
Thank you. First on our agenda is the consent agenda 1 through 10. Resolved that the Board of Education, upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the consent agenda as listed. Motion, please.
Yep.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion is carried. Communication. We will start with points of pride. Mr. Balanek.
Elementary school students are thriving by consistently upholding the Raider 5 expectations. Be kind, be respectful, be accepting, be safe, treat others the way you would like to be treated. We emphasize the importance of all 5 all the time. Students are acknowledged for their efforts during morning announcements and have the opportunity to earn Raider 5 bracelets. We eagerly anticipate seeing who can achieve all 5 expectations. By modeling these behaviors both at school and at home, we can continue to create a positive and supportive learning environment for all students.
And our extracurricular activities have kicked off their first sessions, including page turners, student council, and musical rehearsals. And this will be in elementary. Coming soon, our chess club, VR club, creativity club, which will begin later this fall. And there will be even more opportunities throughout the year.
Our elementary school hosted Mr. Dwayne Abel from Corky Comics, who conducted assemblies for our UPK through 5 students. During these assemblies, Mr. Abel delivered an inspiring message through drawing on the importance of setting goals, embracing the power of literacy, and valuing education. He emphasized 4 essential words for our Raiders to embrace: work, learn, study, and try.
Congratulations to junior forward Jacob Wiley, who was named Section 5 Boys Soccer Livingston County AA Player of the Week for September 16th through September 21st.
The class of 2028 attended the Glow with Your Hands event at the Genesee County Fairgrounds. The annual event features hands-on career exploration in high-growth careers in ag, manufacturing, and skilled trades.
We are excited to offer the informative Adulting 101 series once again this year exclusively for our senior class. Our first session welcomed Anne-Marie Shepard from AVS Consulting Strategies, who focused on social media best practices, creating and networking on LinkedIn, social media practices for work and college that help you stand out, branding and marketing.
We're excited to share our new and improved weight room. Our new, larger facility can now accommodate full team trainings along with individual workouts and will better serve all our Raiders through their physical education classes and athletic teams.
And we hosted the 14 colleges and universities that are a part of the college admissions in the Rochester area.
Thank you. Sounds like there's been a lot of activity on this campus. Moving on to correspondence and committee reports.
So, any information any board members attending committees would like to share?
We had the policy committee meeting last week.
We did.
We reviewed 3 policies and it was uneventful and
Wasn't exciting.
it was it really wasn't. But it was good to get done.
Yes. Anybody else or any?
We had the first middle high school compact committee meeting, and we went over and determined an area that we're going to look for. We're going to look at the middle school curriculum and see if there is a way that we can better present that to both students and families to make it more understandable and everyone will know what expectations in classes there will be for children entering our middle school.
Wonderful. Other than that, just the backup notes I have for you with respect to correspondence for me.
Liz, that was your suggestion to put, I believe, committee reports on the agenda, and I love it.
Thank you.
Good suggestion.
Thank you.
Guests of the board, new staff. We have some new staff that are here tonight.
Want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay. All right. I will start with Ashley Guess. Stand up. Say hi. She was a familiar face. She actually, well, first she's a parent here, but then also worked in our food service, and then now is an aide in our special classroom. So we are very happy that she is here and able to make it tonight. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. And then last but not least, Franz Bowman, our music teacher for the elementary. He comes to us with 9 years of experience from Buffalo United Charter and from Uncommon Schools of Rochester Prep. And then most recently, before coming here, also teaching at a nursery school.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Yes, lots of music happening in the building, so all good. Thank you both for coming.
All right, I'll go next. Hi, Marissa. Ladies and gentlemen, Marissa Parker. Marissa, please stand. Marissa is new to us, but not to the world of teaching. She actually completed a few long-term sub-jobs before she came to Caledonia Mumford. I have been referring to Marissa as a unicorn. It has taken us some time, ladies and gentlemen, to find an earth science teacher, so congratulations. We have an exceptional earth science teacher. Marissa does have her undergraduate degree, and she's passionate about the environment with a master's degree in the teaching of earth science. So welcome aboard, Marissa. I'm going to skip Nora for a second and let Megan do that one. And Molly, if you would. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Molly Asheber. Molly actually completed what I'm going to call new, because it is definitely new to me as a principal and something I think is much needed in the world of education. Molly graduated from UB, and they ran a pilot program where her student teaching actually was more, it was a year long, where she was doing a lot of work inside one high school, teaching across multiple subject areas, and literally with just her student teaching certainly shines when it comes to her knowledge and expertise around teaching in the content area. So we were able to hire her even though she is fresh out of college. She also has AP experience and is doing a fantastic job for us. Side note, I will also say that when you hire in the social studies area, typically social studies teachers will share what they're passionate about. Rarely do I ever hear global studies as a passion, and I'm excited to tell you that Molly Asheber is excited about global studies, and you guys know like we do that when you're passionate about something, kids catch your passion, so I'm certainly excited to have both of them join our team here at the high school.
All right, Nora, you're done. All right, this is Nora Anderson. Nora is our 6th grade special ed teacher. Nora comes to us having graduated from St. Bonaventure University. I think Nora might have been one of our very first hires way early in the spring. We were excited to snatch her right up out of school. So even though she's fresh out of school, she really impressed the committee with her just knowledge and understanding of working with students with disabilities, and let that passion shine through. So she's joining us in 6th grade. She also was a Division I athlete and has been coaching soccer for us here as well.
Thanks. Very good. Welcome. Thank you for coming in tonight. It's a nice tradition that we have, and I know it takes time out of your evening. If you want to stay, you're welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting. We have a lovely audit report that's coming. And we have some other business. But if you do want to leave, we respect that you have other things, families, and friends, and whatever. You can step out. Thank you.
Nice meeting you all.
Thank you.
Welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
No offense.
No.
My turn?
Yes, now it's you. We have, I'm sorry, your name.
It's Ryan McGlynn. I'm one of the senior managers with Mingo-Metzger Bar. I just met with your audit committee to review the financial statements. The results of the audit were positive. The fiscal position of the district remains strong. There were no material weaknesses or significant deficiencies identified. A couple minor procedural items were communicated. However, the internal controls of the district remain strong and intact.
Very good.
Okay.
John, Mr. Bickford and Mr. Balenicki were on the audit committee. Any comments?
That young man was very thorough, follow up with Mr. Nardone stuff and Robert stuff, and once again, our schools, and we're in good shape, I guess.
Yeah. I appreciate the detail that you and Mr. Nardone put into the presentation along with Mr. Malasani. Yeah, it's tricky, the funding with the grants, the special funding. It's working the way through it, the district accounting for all that stuff. It's good to see how that's proceeding, so it's a lot. It's
Yeah.
good, thanks.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Thank you. You're also welcome to stay.
Moving on to superintendent's report.
Yeah, we don't have.
Yep, so you say none.
None.
Old business, revision to Board of Education member committees. So, we spoke briefly about this at our last meeting with Mr. Richter stepping down. This is an opportunity for us to look at the 4 committees he was on, and I'm going to open it up to make sure everyone can still fulfill their obligations on the committees that they're signed up for. Because now, if you want a chance to ask for a replacement or see if someone else can do it, now would be the time. However, Mr. Richter's responsibilities were the Board Audit Committee, Facilities Committee, Shared Service Committee, and the Financial Planning. Of those, Mr. Malasani and I discussed for sure probably adding another person to Shared Services Committee. And what are your thoughts on the other 3?
Audit committee seems fine, doesn't it, Michael?
Yeah, we're in good
So I think
shape.
we're good there.
Yes, thank you.
Facilities, probably should add someone. We have a capital project, so I would like to have another person on there. And the financial planning, I'm going to lean on you, Mr. Malasani, to guide us.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be a lot of work with the financial planning, just knowing what Rick Timms did with us last school year. I think much of your planning is going to be through your normal budgeting. So I don't think it's necessary to have 2 on there, but whatever the board wishes are, we will comply with.
Okay. I think it's reasonable to add somebody to facilities and shared services. Does that sound?
What is shared
I was
service?
going to say, can you define the responsibilities of each committee before we
And when they might
sign
meet?
up and how often they meet?
Sure. So the Facilities Committee obviously did a lot of work over the last 24 months regarding the capital project. We met probably once every 2 or 3 weeks. Come the project, once we begin the project and accept the bids, you'll probably be meeting once every 3 to 4 weeks, probably looking at large change orders, things of that nature. Also, the Facilities Committee will also be taking a look at the building condition surveys. So currently, we're conducting a building condition survey, which will actually be a 5-year plan for renovations that will come in future capital projects. So I would see the Facilities Committee meeting regularly throughout this year. With respect to shared services, right now, currently, we are having shared services with the Leroy Central School District. We will be looking at opportunities to share both academic, extracurricular, co-curricular, as well as athletics.
So do I have volunteers for facilities and shared services? I'm on both, so I can't volunteer.
You can put me on facilities. I would join that. Sure.
Facilities list.
And I can do shared services.
Fantastic, thank you. Thank you to both. Again, I'm going to put it out there, is everyone okay with everything else? Does anyone need a sub for any of the facilities or committees that you're on right now? No? All right.
I sort of have a conflict on the elementary compact, but I really still want to go on it, to be honest. So I can go for the first half an hour, which is usually, did you go this past time?
I didn't make it.
Okay, yeah, well, I was sick,
Yeah.
so I couldn't go. But I believe their plan is that from 6 to 6:30 is compact and 6:30 to whatever is what,
PTO.
PTO or something like that.
I would not mind being the third alternate on that,
Yeah.
if you feel like you might need it.
Okay, well, it's just that's when my quilt guild is.
Yep.
Which is at 6:30. So, I mean, and it's okay with me, I just might miss snack or something, you know? But anyhow. But, you know, so I can do the first half an hour, so,
Okay.
but it still probably would be a good thing to have another alternative.
Is everyone okay if I just do a third on that?
Yeah, that'd be great, because I don't know, throughout the year, my schedule's gonna
Okay.
get tough.
Thank you, everyone. I will be a third on that, as long as that seems okay to everybody.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Anything else that I'm missing? All right, that looks good. We are going to move on to new business. I'm going to do 1 through 3 together if there's no objections. They're the board policy revisions, the leave of absence, the timeout and physical restraint, and students with life-threatening health conditions. Are there any objections to doing those together?
Pardon me. The only thing that I was texting with Liz last night on the life-threatening health conditions, it just seems sort of odd to me that one of the health conditions, which is certainly life-threatening, is diabetes. And it's not, it was one of the things they crossed off. And it just seems sort of odd to me. Do you remember that?
It's, yes.
They've just given an umbrella term rather than specifying the individual.
Right.
Illnesses and diagnoses, and trying to umbrella it all under life-threatening.
But so it's still
It would
considered
still apply.
life-threatening?
Yeah,
It's
okay.
just different
It's just-
terminology.
How often, do you have a couple students on campus who have diabetes?
We do.
Because they're brittle. I mean, that's, you know. So you're monitoring them throughout the day and things like that, yeah. Okay, that's okay. It was more a question than anything.
That's fine, thank you. Resolved that the Board of Education, upon the recommendation of the Board Policy Committee, approve the revisions to the following policies 1 through 3. Policy 6550, leave of absences. Policy 7350, timeout and physical restraint. Policy 7521, students with life-threatening health conditions. Can I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Can I have a second?
Second?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That's carried. Number 4, resolved that the Board of Education, upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the following updated civil service job descriptions: account clerk, supervisor of attendance, clerk typist, and supervisor of transportation. Motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That's carried. Number 5, American Rescue Plan and State Reserves.
Mr. Nardone?
Sorry to report, this is going to be my last presentation on this, so if you guys want more, don't worry, I can talk to you after. So, ARP and Carissa, I know you have the report that I gave in your backup notes too. ARP and Carissa were the 2 grants that was given out right in the end of the 2021 school year. It was, we got about $2.6 million in total, and we used a lot of that money to funnel to reserves, especially to use in our capital projects. So as of September 30th, 2024, all grants had to be fully expended. Committed technically, but we had them fully expended. And then by December 31st, all the grants, FS10Fs, which you submit to the federal government to get your funding on, are due. All of them are due except for one, and my goal is to have that done by the end of the week, if not early next week. So the report will show that we used up all our grants. It'll tell you the budget, what we expensed as of 9/30/24, and the only thing we had to do was spend $53,000 in the 24-25 school year, and that was related to the summer school grant, and obviously that's what we've had so far is July and August is the summer school, so we were able to move some funding over there. Outside of that, any questions on it? Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Number 6, acceptance of the annual audit report. Resolved that the Board of Education, upon the recommendation of the superintendent, accept the annual audit report for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2024, as prepared by Menzigill, Metzger, Barb & Co., LLP, Raymond F. Wagner, CPA, PC Division. Can I have a motion, please?
Yep.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Number 7, corrective action plan per the management letter from the independent external audit report. Resolved that the Board of Education, upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the corrective action plan per the independent external audit report for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2024. Motion, please.
I'll make it.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That is also carried. Number 8, approval of softball overnight trip. Resolved that the Board of Education, upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the request for the softball trip to participate in an overnight field trip to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, from April 12th, 2025 through April 18th, 2025, per the regulations set forth by Board Policy Number 8460, field trips. Costs for the chaperones will be passed on to the price of the student fee. Motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? That is carried. We are going to move on to executive session. We have invited Dr. Chanel back to executive session tonight, and she will be joining us in preparation for her transition. Resolved that the Board of Education adjourn to executive session at 6:21 to discuss the employment employee history of particular persons. Motion, please.
Yep.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion?
I will be recusing myself from executive session.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That is carried. We are done for now.